All right, Jill, we are one day away from China. How are you feeling about that?
Nervous, to be honest. What about you?
There's a little bit of apprehension sneaking in, and I can't believe I'm actually saying it. So the concerns or worries or apprehensions or these things that I have are kind of based around food, kind of based on getting to shelter, so that's kind of navigation, based on...
I think it's the tools that we've become so used to using when we're traveling. Largely it's the internet. The internet, Google Maps, Google Translate. We've become reliant on those as we travel, and we're aware that we're not going to be able to use those in the same way in China.
So I'm pretty worried that we're in a new country now, here in Laos, but China just seems different. We're going to be picked up out of what's become comfortable in the last month and just arrive somewhere new where we look around. We're not going to understand anything on the streets. We're going to probably struggle communicating with people, and again, that's app related.
I think having the internet is something that concerns me.
Not having it.
Yeah, not having it. Well, but the idea of having the internet is something that concerns me, is that we have made mistakes with eSIMs in New Zealand. We couldn't figure out how to activate our eSIM. That took us a while. And then when we got to Thailand, activated it fine, but when it came to renew it, we didn't renew it in time and it expired. And then we couldn't renew it because we were on a bus and didn't have Wi-Fi, because we needed Wi-Fi to be able to renew it.
And that's what we're worried about in China,
yes.
Because if we arrive there and we don't have the internet, there's no shortcut to get us back online and able to do our basic necessities like find places, get to banks and work out where we are.
Or maybe there is. Maybe there's Wi-Fi in the station straight away. We don't know.
We'll see.
And we've read up about it, asked people, we're prepared as we can be. We've downloaded all the new equivalent apps that we can use in China. We're ready to renew our eSIM today before we head off to China tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
we've got WeChat, we've got Alipay, we've got A-Maps. Those are three of the main ones.
Yeah, and Microsoft Translate, which we have actually tried using a few times, so we're getting comfortable with that. It's just like...
Yeah, a long time ago, 30 years ago, we'd have had no problem. We'd have just gone into the next new country. We'd have known that we have good communication skills from our past lives as teachers, and we can communicate with people from everywhere, and we enjoy that. But it just feels a bit different.
Yeah, and I know it is irrational to be concerned and be worried about these things, and we know it's irrational, but that's what irrational is. There is no reasoning behind it, and we just thought it's important to put this out there and say that this is how we're feeling. We're not confident, even though we've travelled and we've done this lots of times before. But
yeah, we've been to 20 odd countries, but it still brings you back to, this is probably what we or anyone was like as a teenager when you have your first overseas trip, and you just don't really know quite how it'll go.
Yeah.
You trust yourself, but
yeah. We're just back at that stage. It's like we're going to our first new country, and yes, it's irrational, and yeah, probably we'll get there, and the next time we'll make a video after we've been to China, we'll be saying, it's so easy, don't worry about it, hopefully.
But it's still, see you on the other side.
So as we said, we don't know what kind of access we'll have to anything when we're away. We don't know. We've got a couple of YouTube videos.
we should have better oxygen than we've had in Laos with all the
yes.
smoke here. So we're looking forward to China's
Yes.
great clean air.
Yes, definitely. But we've got a couple of YouTube videos set to post over the next couple of weeks. Beyond that, not sure, but we will post on Instagram and Facebook if we can.
Because that might not be possible.
Otherwise, we'll be sharing all about China in about 4 weeks' time.
Let's go on the Great Marathon!
Yay.